everybody. Thank you for joining in and being part of this special webinar. On behalf of TCS IN, Strategic Unit of Tata Consultancy Services, I, Rahul Soni, welcomes you all. We know that the world around us is changing faster than ever. Every industry, from healthcare to banking to creative arts, is being reshaped by artificial intelligence. The tools we once used just for convenience are now becoming partners in how we learn, work, and think. And in the middle of this exciting transformation, IIT Kharagpur, in collaboration with TCS IN, has created something special for learners like you. A program we proudly call Hands-on Approach to Advanced AI for Real-World Applications, HAAI++, the Advanced AI program. But let me tell you this in the simplest way. HAAI++ is not just about understanding artificial intelligence. It's about preparing you for the world that's coming. This program is designed for students who are curious, ambitious, and ready to build their future with confidence. It doesn't matter if you have already familiar with AI or just starting out. What matters is your willingness to explore. HAAI++ gives you that chance to understand how modern AI works in real life, learn the skills that industry is asking for, work on practical hands-on problems, and build confidence in technologies that will shape tomorrow. So the idea is very simple. We want you to be future ready, not just course ready. The world is moving very fast, but with the right guidance, right mentors, and the right learning environment, you can move faster. This program has been built exactly with that purpose in mind. So as we begin this new cohort, remember, you are not just joining a course. You are stepping into a space where your ideas matter, your curiosity matters. So welcome to HAAI++. We are fortunate to have three incredible speakers with us today who have taken out valuable time from their busy schedules to help us understand industry needs, requirements, trends, evolving skill requirements, and how this course can support your career journey. So I am talking about Mr. Dipyaman Banerjee, Dr. Plaban Bhowmick, and Dr. Sabyasachi Mukhopadhyay, sir. One by one, let me introduce first. Mr. Dipyaman Banerjee, sir, who is CEO at IIT Kharagpur AI4ICPS Foundation, is a passionate AI leader with wealth of experience in leading large teams of AI and data scientists. He has more than 20 years of experience across multiple industries, including telco, hyperlocal, food delivery, edtech, and financial services. He is a problem solver at heart. He possesses profound technical knowledge in AI/ML from his industry experience and has a practical understanding of how it can be effectively applied in powering sustainable business growth. So, welcome Dipyaman sir to this webinar.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, Rahul. I'm glad to join this webinar, and good afternoon to all my co-panelists and also all the participants to this webinar. I'm really glad to take part in this.
Thank you, sir, for your words. It's all our pleasure. Next, we have Dr. Plaban Bhowmick, sir. He is Project Director at IIT Kharagpur, AI4ICPS Foundation. He is also the Head and Associate Professor at Department of AI and IIT Kharagpur. Before joining IIT Kharagpur, he worked as a research scientist in TCS Innovation Labs for 2 years. He has completed his PhD and MS degrees in computer science and engineering from IIT Kharagpur and completed his BTech degree from the University of Calcutta. Most welcome, sir.
So thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm excited to be here. And so as Rahulji mentioned, so this course is going to be very unique, bringing in new kind of experiences and making you future ready for the skills that will be required for the future endeavor. So thank you. Thank you for inviting me here again.
And I think our audience is also excited to hear all of you. So next we have Dr. Sabyasachi Mukhopadhyay, sir, who is the Skilling Program Manager at the IIT Kharagpur AI4ICPS Foundation. He has more than 70 publications, which include patents, books, journals, and proceedings. Mukhopadhyay, sir, is a reviewer for many prestigious research journals and conferences. His findings on AI-based retinal disease detection and AI-based early-stage cancer detection has been highlighted in the leading media houses. His research success has also been featured in leading national and international tech magazines like Health, Analytics India Magazine, Better India, and Biospectrum. Most welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Rahulji, for introducing me so wonderfully. Good afternoon to all the participants and all my co-panelists.
Introduction which I have given, you can sense the depth of experience and expertise our speakers brings to the table. I'd like to tell you that this is a very valuable opportunity to engage directly with such distinguished professionals from India's top course institute. I encourage you all to make the most of it. Please listen carefully and feel free to share your questions in the chat box, and we will take the relevant ones during the session. So, Dipyaman sir, first of all, I would like to ask you, we all are genuinely excited about the launch of cohort 2 of HAAI++. But before we look ahead, we would really love to hear from you about your experience with the earlier cohort, from what you observed and what truly stood out for you. Any learner stories, reactions, or feedback that left a strong impression and that you feel would be meaningful for our participants to hear today. Over to you, sir.
Sure. Rahul, thank you again. So as you said that this is a second cohort of HAAI++ that we are going to roll out in June. Our first cohort happened in last year, I believe around July. So as you know that as AI4ICPS Foundation and TCS IIN has together have done courses on hands-on approach to AI called HAAI, and multiple cohorts of them we have successfully delivered. This we also understood last year that there is a specific need to focus on the advanced aspects of AI that are currently emerging and that are currently taking the world by storm. Specific areas like agentic AI, Gen AI, LLM, explainable AI, safe AI, these areas are becoming extremely important, are getting adopted very quickly in the industry. And so we understood that while our HAAI program is for core AI skills, but we needed a separate advanced AI program to focus on these emerging new advanced AI concepts. And we need people, if a person needs to be successful in their career journey going forward, they need to have these skills in the bag, right? And not only just theory part of it, but also the practical experience or the hands-on skills to apply them in their everyday job, in the problems that they are working on, right? So with that vision, we started the HAAI++ program last year, which was our first cohort, and the response was I mean, excellent. I mean, so everybody, so the feedback that we have got, that was everybody said that this is exactly the course that they needed, and it is extremely pertinent for their job roles or the ask that they have from their job roles. It aligns very well with that, right? So, and that's why, so to get that feedback, to get that excellent feedback from the from cohort 1, which sort of propelled us to start the cohort 2 now. Just to give you an example, I mean, the cohort 1 had extreme people from all fields, right? So it's not only just computer science and IT, but we saw people coming from different fields, coming from healthcare, coming from financial services. And because what we are seeing that AI is not just impacting computer science, or AI is just not impacting coding, but AI has started impacting other fields as well, right? And in a profound way. And that's why it was heartening to see that the people who have joined HAAI++ cohort 1 was from from diverse backgrounds, right, and from diverse domains. And also, if I see the people, if I see at what stage of the career they were in who have joined, that distribution was also very diverse. So we had just to give you an example, there were a father and a daughter who both joined this program and passed successfully, right? So where the daughter is a student and the father is currently working, and they have both joined them, and they both really like the program. So this program is an unique in that way that it can cater to a range of audience and coming from different backgrounds, different domains, and also different stage of their career, right? So that we have designed this course in such a way so that anybody who is coming, who would be able to learn these skills and should be able to apply in their own domain, in their own field. So that's how it makes very unique. And with that, we are looking forward to HAAI++ cohort 2.
Thank you, sir, for sharing that. And I think your observations from cohort offer a very meaningful perspective, like the examples which you have given of father and daughter. And I'm sure our audience found those experiences insightful and motivating. Like you mentioned, now AI is impacting all other fields with respect to if we talk about fintech or if we talk about agentic AI or anything. So that's very important. Thank you, sir. Let's get into the roles and skills now. And I would like to ask you, can you please help us to understand what makes this program advanced and why was there a need to take it to this level actually, and also for both for students and working professional aiming to step into the AI roles, and how does the program help build the practical and the job ready skills that companies look for today, and especially for learners coming from non-computer science background as well.
Sure. So first thing to understand is the pace at which this technology is moving. It is moving at a breakneck speed right now, right? So very recently, Sam Altman was there in the AI Impact Summit, and he was talking about the AI just 1 year back was having difficulty to solve high school level math problem, but now it is even can crack graduate level math problem, and is in fact bringing out new concepts or cracking new concepts in theoretical physics. So in just 1 year, the advancement in this field is mind boggling, and that's why it is extremely important to keep pace with this particular technology and be skilled in this technology, right? And that is where we call it advanced, because these are advanced skills. These are not just basic stats or math skills, but these are advanced AI skills like generative AI, LLM, and explainable AI and agentic AI, which are extremely powerful. But you have to know that how to use them, and also you have to know how what is happening under the hood. So this particular course that we are doing, it is a balanced combination of theory and practical, so that you also get to understand the fundamentals and also and advanced concepts from a theory, and then apply it in through examples, through assignments, and also learn the hands-on skills of application of applying them in real world problems. Another very important point, which I think you will mention later also, that this particular course also has a capstone project at the end. So it is a 2 week project, which is unique to this particular advanced AI course, and where you will actually do a project where you will be applying this advanced AI concepts like agentic AI and Gen AI concepts. You'll be using multiple LLMs to solve this project, which probably would have taken months, not if not years, to build if without the AI part, right? So we will teach you how to do that, and you will be actually doing these real life projects as part of this course. That actually makes this particular course really really unique. Finally, what I would like to say that, look, people might say there are multiple courses, or there are multiple forums where I see that AI, if you it sort of gives you the impression that if I can just give a prompt and the AI will do it. So why do I need to learn AI, right? And why do I need to learn this theory or the deeper concepts or the advanced concepts? That's because sometimes you might know how to ride a car or how to drive a car, but if the car breaks down, it might be good to know that if you can open the hood of the car and can figure out what problem is happening in the car, and if you can fix it yourself, nothing like it, right? So this particular course will tell you that what is happening under the hood, which is giving it so much power, this AI, and so that if you face any problem, or if you want to make any adjustment, you want to customize it according to your use cases, you'll be able to easily do that. So not just relying on prompt, or not just relying on a third party software. You will be able to do it on your own. So that is a very very important thing that this particular course offered. So the craft is still the same, and the rigor required to learn it is still the same, right? So you still have to put that effort and the rigor to learn the deep and advanced concepts of AI, and that's why we call it the advanced AI course, right? Hope I answered your question.
Definitely, sir. And rightly said, you have taken the example of AI Summit, which was held in Delhi. So I was reading an article in newspaper, and they have done a research on the students and the college students which have participated there. So they have asked one question: how to implement or what you know about AI. So they were not answerable to that. They don't know how to enable the agentic AI or in which industry they can move in. So here the expert advice comes in. That's why we have conducted this webinar and we are coming with this course. So let's move on to understand more. And I think, sir, I have a question for you. Since this program is now in its second cohort, it clearly shows the success of the first one. So could you walk us through how cohort 2 builds on that experience, especially in terms of curriculum depth, exposure to generative AI and LLMs, and the overall hands-on learning journey that participants will experience? Over to you, sir.
Sure. I will start where Mr. Banerjee left. So he gave a very nice example of this car breaking down. So let us think about the scenario. So earlier AI used to be like, for a given specific problem, you have to design a solution. So nowadays you can devise a single solution and that can work for many problem areas. So I'll take example of this AlphaGo, which is a program which was designed to play Go game. But you see, the same program with some small adaptation is used to solve Olympiad level geometry problems. It is used to solve the hardest problem of folding the proteins, right? So now AI is becoming more and more generic. And while we are talking about that, so there are two types of knowledge that we need to inculcate. So one being the foundational knowledge, which is like the theory behind the or the principles behind these AI systems. And of course, as you have built the foundation, and on top of that, you can learn certain skills that will help you to solve certain problems. So if I put the thing in perspective, our course is basically formulated in these two important pillars. So one being the strong theoretical foundation, and based on that foundation, how do we learn different skills to solve real world problems, right? So as far as the theoretical knowledge is concerned, so we will take you through the concepts of very basic concepts of the building blocks like transformer architecture and how this basic building block can be used to build large language models. And we will take the participants through the process of training these large language models or fine tuning these large language models, and of course how to make good use of them using techniques like prompt engineering, and how to optimize your resources so that these large language models can be fine-tuned even with limited resources, right? And needless to say that now this generative AI is becoming more and more popular and prevalent in our daily lives. So we would be touching upon how we can build generative AI systems. And of course, in many domains, explainability is a very needed feature. So for example, think about healthcare domain. So after we have come up with certain diagnosis, we need to explain why we have come up with that diagnosis, and that might cut across not only healthcare domain, it also is very relevant in say manufacturing domain. So where you have certain faults in your machine and you can predict the fault, but you need to understand why that fault has happened, right? And of course, we will be taking the participants through different tools or techniques like retrieval augmented generation. And nowadays, these agentic AI systems, they are becoming omnipresent. And we'll get into detail how these agentic AI systems can be built, how the workflows can be built using the tools and techniques that are being invented in daily basis. So more or less, this would be the kind of coverage of the course. And as far as the strategy that we are following, as I told you earlier, there will be a very right balance between theoretical knowledge as well as practical skills. And we have with us world-class faculty members who would be discussing these topics in a very interactive way in the form of lecture delivery, assignments, interesting assignments, capstone projects, which will help the participants to get a real feel of the systems. So that is the thing that I would like to have from my perspective. Thank you.
Thanks for that comprehensive explanation. And I think it clearly highlights how thoughtfully the program has evolved to stay aligned with the industry needs. Okay, so I think it's time to move ahead and understand more about the course. Uh, Sabyasachi sir, I have a question for you. We understand that today learners hear about many emerging AI roles such as generative AI engineer, prompt engineer, GPT app developer, or LLM architect, and often find it difficult to understand which role and with their strength. So how does High Plus Plus help both students and working professionals identify their strength, build the right skill sets, and prepare for these roles, whether they are entering the job market or aiming for internal growth or the role transitions within their organization? Over to you, sir.
So thank you very much for this wonderful question. So basically, we need to understand that AI landscape is moving so fast that the job titles are often, you can see, outspace our understanding of them. So basically, if we try to understand that, we need to first of all need to understand that we are not only teaching the tools, but we are teaching the architectural knowledge or logic behind the agentic AI, advanced prompting, or explainability. Or for example, in this way, we are helping the both the students, okay, and as well as the industry experts to understand about the gap, okay, between what is going on presently in the market and what is the upcoming skill setups. Okay, so for example, if we speak about the LLM architect, so what does it imply? So basically, it is important for those who loves systems thinking. Our agentic AI module, which can also teach us how to build the automatic agents that can use those tools and make the decisions. Also, for example, the generative AI engineers, if we speak about, we can deep dive of the mechanics of the generative AI, and we can try to understand the logic behind those APIs, which can be actually integrable to the system. Or for example, we can talk about the advanced prompt engineering as well. So this is not only about the chatting with a bot, but we can teach them about the systematic and repeatable engineering patterns. Like for example, we can speak about the chain of thoughts, for example. These are very much essential if we speak about the enterprise get stability, okay. Or even if we talk about the explainability, like Plaban sir beautifully explained, okay. So for example, it is not only all of we know that AI is, at the end of the day, it's a black box model. But to enhance the trustworthiness on AI, or more transferability on AI, transparency on AI, so explainable AI plays a pivotal role there. Okay, so if a learner finds they are passionate, why a particular model can make a mistake, or what are the biasness in that particular model, so those answers can be given to the help of the explainable AI. Okay, so for example, if you are predicting certain grades of cancerous stages, okay, so for example, it is healthy or cancerous tissue you are predicting through AI, but now explainable AI can give you the further explanation that what can be done in the next step. So that type of the things can be doable with the help of the explainability. And definitely for the students, with this particular course can provide them a portfolio of the future. Instead of giving it chatting with a simple chatbot, they can graduate with having agentic AI projects, which can prove them that they are capable of taking the challenge of the taking the upcoming challenge in front of them. So as a nutshell, I can say that this course does not only prepare you for a job title that exists today, but it also gives you a foundational AI literacy, which will help you to adapt all those job roles, okay, which are the upcoming in near future. And we can turn the learners from the AI customers to AI orchestrators, okay, who can lead their organization through the next decade of the transformation. I hope that now the picture is quite clear for the learners regarding this particular course and that advanced topic which we are going to cover in this particular section.
Correctly, correctly. Rightly said, sir. And thank you for addressing such an important and I think the timely concern. And your explanation on how High Plus Plus helps learners identify their strength, aligns them with emerging AI roles, and systematically build the required skill sets. So was extremely insightful. Thank you for
Thank
that explanation, sir. So let's move into more deeper side of this course. I would request the AV team to share the slides. Students, if you are convenient, you can take the screenshots of the slide as well for your future reference. My team will be posting the link also in the chat box to explore more. Okay, so we have the slide up. Okay. Many of you, I think, already be learning AI through videos, blogs, or short courses, I think. But the real challenge today is converting that knowledge into industry-ready skills, the ability to design, build, and deploy AI solutions, like professors already mentioned. So this certificate program has been created precisely to bridge that gap between knowing AI and working with AI in real-world scenarios. So we are proud to introduce the IIT Kharagpur AI4ICPS certificate program, a hands-on approach to advanced AI for real-world applications. This program is not just about learning AI concepts. I am saying once again, it is about building, deploying, and experiencing AI the way the industry demands today. If you are looking to move beyond theory and actually apply advanced AI in real world scenarios, you are at exactly the right place. So this program is designed with live 4-hour interactive sessions every Saturday, spread across 8 weeks. The session details are like that. Extensive hands-on work will be there, real-time doubt clarification sessions, direct interaction with IIT Kharagpur professors and industry experts. This means you are not passively watching just recording videos. You are actively engaging, coding, questioning, and learning week after week. Next slide, please. This program is specially designed for students, working professionals, and faculty members. You can see someone has already written that. Naresh was asking, I am a faculty member, how I can take this course. This is for you as well, who want to strengthen their hands-on expertise in advanced AI. You will experience a balanced blend of practical hands-on learning and strong theoretical foundations. You will complete 80 hours of experiential learning and top performance will be recognized with AI4ICPS Hub IIT Kharagpur and considered for internship opportunities as well. So upon successful completion, learners also receive a co-branded digital certificate, and all of this will come at an extremely accessible price point of 11,499 for a 2-month advanced AI program. I think it's a very rare opportunity to learn from an IIT at scale. And let me tell you, this is special. This is a special offer price. Earlier, it was 12,999. If you go to the microsite, it's been written there. So it's a very big and good advantage you should grab today. Let's go to next slide. Okay, this certificate is highly recommended for students meeting the eligibility criteria such as BTech or BSc in data science, AI, or computer sciences. Working professionals currently in the roles of data scientist, data analyst, or AI ML related roles. Learners who have successfully completed earlier high cohorts. And additionally, participants will receive free access to high lecture session videos, allowing you to revise concept, learn at your own pace, and build strong foundational continuity. Specifically for non-IT candidates, I just want to clear that basic knowledge of Python programming. If you have fundamentals of statistics basics, and linear algebra, then you can go ahead for this course, since you will be having access to high course description as well and videos. Okay, and the faculty members are already here. You will be learning from the top. Uh, I already mentioned that the professors which we have here to guide you, to mentor you. Okay, so this will ensure your academic growth, the academic depth, knowledge you will get, and the industry relevance as well, and the insights directly aligned with real world AI challenges. These slides, or maybe Sabyasachi sir, you can explain this job role slide. Then we can put
sure.
your comments.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. So, like I was discussing a few minutes back, like for example, if you have the job role like GPT developer, so it is specializes in building and fine tuning the applications using LLMs, focusing on APIs integration, RAG, and prompt orchestration. If we speak about the ML architect, for example, so it designs an end-to-end technical infrastructure for ML systems, ensuring scalability, data pipeline integrity, as well as model deployment efficiency. If we speak about the AI engineers, for an example, so it develops and integrates AI models into the production ready software, bridging the gap between the data science research as well as the functional application development. Also, we can speak about the AI architect. So it basically shapes the high-level enterprise AI strategy along with selection of the right model architectures and computing the environments to align with the business goals and compliances. If we speak about the ML engineers, for instance, it basically focuses on the research, building, and designing of the self-running software to automate prediction models as through the data analysis as well as for the algorithm selection. So, or for example, GenAI developer, hope I am not missing anything, GenAI developer, exactly. So it can build autonomous system or creative interfaces powering the generative AI models, focusing on the agentic workflows and multimodal AI outputs. And most importantly, what we are going to cover here, like the agentic AI engineering roles, our course will be very much aligned with the agentic AI engineering roles. So in this case, developing the autonomous system, capable of the reasoning and planning and executing of the multiple steps tasks by orchestrating the multiple AI agents and external tools. Then obviously it is also aligned with the another important job role, that is the prompt engineer. So it is basically helping them to mastering the linguistics, logical interface of the LLMs to design the high performance prompts, along with the ensuring the model outputs which are very much accurate, safe, and aligned with the business logic. Now, apart from these job roles, which are very much important for the participants, that is the median salaries in India as per the 2026 scenario. So, whatever the data I have got from the Glassdoor, let me highlight a few figures. Okay, so for example, generative AI engineers, okay, it is 39.1 lakh per annum. Okay, for example, the GPT application engineer, it is 19.2 lakhs per annum. Okay, and then data scientist, it is 13.9 lakh per annum. Okay, and for example, the agentic AI engineers, that is 45 lakh per annum. For the prompt engineers, it is 15.5 lakhs per annum. Now, let me tell you, before COVID scenario, the median salary for the prompt engineering per annum was below 4 lakhs. Okay. Now, if you see the median salary in last 3 years, it has reached up to 15.5 lakhs. And even people working in this domain, they are earning crore, more than crore per annum. So that is one of the huge, you can understand that due to this huge rise of this particular salary structure, you can understand the market demand of the prompt engineering. Then, for example, the LLM engineers or the GPT developers, 25 lakhs per annum. Or, for example, if we speak about the GenAI engineers, it is 42 lakhs per annum. So, hope all of you got some idea that what are those job roles along with their median salaries. So, these are trending very much in the market. And like I mentioned, this course is going to give you that type of the experiences and the hands-on knowledge which you can apply in your upcoming job life. So I hope this my explanations will help you a lot in understanding this type of the job roles and the median salaries associated with it.
Thank you, sir, for that. And I think these are not just the future roles, they are today's most in demand AI careers, and the organizations are actively looking for professionals with exactly these skills. So,
We'll just add to show what Shobhoshaji said, and just a simple thing that if you have AI in your resume, right, that what it shows that it increases your chance of getting an interview call by 50 to 70%. And you can think of that, if you get a resume where the course or the certificate that you got is from IIT Kharagpur, automatically the brand of IIT Kharagpur, so that the great professors, the world-class professors, which Professor Plaban Bhowmick also mentioned. So you are learning directly from them. They are also researchers. They are also researching with cutting-edge technology. So whatever you are learning the latest and the greatest of this technology. It is because they are people who are teaching you here. They are also working at the forefront of this technology, right? So immediately from a career point of view, once you have this IIT Kharagpur AI4ICPS certification, that immediately makes your resume much more exciting, much more attractive And typically what we have seen that getting a call from interview call gets much more easier. And not only for computer science and IT related engineer, that is another point I just want to make. From any background or any domain you have, what I am hearing from my enterprise colleagues is that most of the enterprise hiring, they are now putting as a condition that they need to have some kind of AI background, that they need to know how to uh, use these AI tools. They need to know how to use these AI tools in the production level. So these also will help you even if you are not a computer science or IT related in the computer science or IT related field. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, sir, for this expert comment. And I would request Sabyasachi, sir, once again to take us through the topics which we will cover in this course and the hands-on expertise.
Sure,
Please.
sure. So, and during the hands-on part, okay, basically what you will learn to work with the Google Colab environment, there you will basically Google Colab helps to explore the programming knowledge in terms of the Python and Pythonic platforms. So Pythonic platforms like, for example, you can talk about the Keras, TensorFlow, PyTorch. But apart from that, as this is the advanced AI course, so for example, you can explore LangChain easily in the Google Colab environment by importing certain modules like LangChain underscore OpenAI, and then importing the chat OpenAI module, and you can easily explore those things. For example, you will learn about the OpenAI codex as well. So in OpenAI codex, what you do, it basically serves the underlying intelligence that can translate the natural language instruction in terms of the functional or, for example, the high quality code across the dozens of the programming languages by efficiently turning the developers into the architect who can automate and this type of the boilerplate as well as the refractor complex logic and build the entire function through these simple conversations. Okay. And besides, Claude will be there. So all of you might be aware about this particular tool. This is a very much emerging tool that can enable AI to move beyond the text generation by automatically interacting with the external softwares as well as APIs and even operating system interfaces. Okay. And for example, you can talk about the Hugging Face. And in case of the Hugging Face, you can say it is serving as the GitHub of AI. Interestingly, so Hugging Face is basically the central OpenAI ecosystem where the global community can share, build, and deploy the millions of the models together with that particular agentic workflow. And definitely, we will talk about the Star Coder as well. So Star Coder, this particular flagship open source code model family, which you can learn about the Star Code 2 15B, which can offer a fully transparent and permissibly licensed alternative for developers to build the high-class performance as well as the local coding assistant. Okay, and apart from that, definitely OpenAI will be there. So we are covering OpenAI in our high course as well. So basically, it is presently the valuation of the OpenAI. If you see, it is more than 150 billion USD. So it is providing the industrial leading proprietary frontier models. Apart from the, for example, if you see the GPT 5.4 series, which is the present series going on, and along with that expanded Codex agent, which is powering the world's most advanced autonomous AI infrastructure. So as you can see, all the leading AI tools for to make you market ready, we are covering in this particular course. So I hope all of you got some idea about the strength of all those software modules and the tools which we are going to cover in this particular course.
Yeah, sir, that's really very interesting. Like you mentioned, the tools which we will cover, the hands-on expertise which we will give. It's really been important. And I think when you look at the faculty members, mentors, the hands-on tools, the IIT Kharagpur certification, the career outcomes, honestly, I think it's like, wow, opportunities like this don't often come. So I would truly say to all the attendees here, hurry up and make the most of it. One by one, I would request professors to give your short comments for this course, sir. What you have to say about, and quickly we will take the Q&A. Dipyaman, sir, can we start with you?
Yes, as I said, just to wrap it up, that I would say that we are entering in a very exciting world with this incredible technology with our hand, and it is imperative that we learn this skill and thoroughly and master this skill if we need to be relevant and if we job relevant and if we want to be employable in the future. I think this is imperative to have this technologies and get master in this being master of this technology going forward. And this course exactly does that, to help you to learn the basics, the fundamentals, the advanced part of these concepts, and also the application part of it, that how you can apply it in your own use cases, in your own problems. So this is, I think, is a very good opportunity, and you get to learn from the best in the field from IIT Kharagpur professors. So unlike many other courses, it is not just one master class is given by an IIT professor. All the sessions are taken by IIT professors and industry scientists, right, and leading industry scientists. So you will get to learn from the best, and you will be, I'm pretty sure that after the course you will be in a position to actually say yourself that you have gathered expertise on these tools and can be confident in your AI career going forward.
Thank you, sir, for sharing that. I would request Plaban sir also to share his expert comments.
I think the things have been covered well. Only thing that I want to say, welcome to the new world with a world of new experiences. It's all the best.
Sabyasachi sir, your expert comment, please.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So basically, HAAI++, like I mentioned, it is not only a course, but it is giving you a proper direction from transitioning from the AI consumer to a high-level AI architect, where you are capable of building the autonomous systems of tomorrow. So by mastering the intersection of the agentic AI and explainable AI, you gain a rare ability to design the intelligent workflows that are transparent as well as reliable, as they are much more powerful tools. So ultimately, HAAI++ ensures that as per the job market evolving, as the job market is evolving, you may remain at the forefront, not just by following the AI revolution, but actively engineering it. That's what I want to say.
Thanks a lot, sir, for sharing that. And I think I just want to through the payment process and how they can click on the link and go to the microsite. I would request my AV team to share the site, please. Okay, audience. So if you click on that link which we have posted in the chat box, you can see the microsite, and there you can see. If you click on that link, you can see a buy now button. If you have already logged in before for this website, you don't need to do that again. If you are new to this website, you need to register with a few questions. When you will proceed for that, you can see a button proceed to pay. If you click on that, you will go ahead. And in case if your college has already tied up with us, you can ask for the activation code as well. You can put it here and start your learning journey. So this is the simple purchase flow. And please note, we have EMI, free EMI options as well. You can explore as per your credit cards or payment options. Okay. Okay. So thank you for that, EV team, sharing this slide. So, I think it's time to take few questions from the audience. Okay. So Kavya Srivastava is asking, Sabyasachi sir, if AI can write perfect Python or C++ code in seconds, students should still focus on learning syntax, or should we move entirely toward system design or logic? Anyone of you can answer this.
Should I go ahead?
Sure.
Okay, sure. So look, basically what you need to understand that definitely if you only your knowledge is limited to the programming, then definitely your job must be under threat, because definitely the AI can do your programming part. But you need to understand that if you have the fundamental knowledge, basics are quite clear. Like, for example, whenever you are applying certain programs, you are working on certain domains. For example, you might be solving some critical problems related to the astrophysics or biophotonics. Just for an example, I'm saying, or biomedical engineering. So what happens that that particular program, to deploy that particular programming knowledge, you need to understand the problem. And once you for that understanding that particular problem, you should have that type of the background knowledge within you, so that you can cleverly model that particular programming to solve that particular problem for the real world beneficial purpose. So that's why you should have the domain knowledge very much clear. And definitely once you have that type of the knowledge, then only you can use those AI tools associated with you in a proper manner, right direction, and you will have the understanding that whether it is giving you the required output or not. it's not only about the getting output, but whether it is giving you the required output or not. To understand that particular perspective, you need that type of the knowledge. So basics are always important. You should have a strong background accordingly, and then you can apply those tools smartly for solving the real world problems and challenges.
Thank you, sir, for saying that. Neeta is asking, what are some underrated areas in AI research that students should explore?
Basically, you can think of AI has transitioned to the modern day AI and classical AI. So I often face a question like, as we are talking about large language models and so why do we talk about why should we study classical AI? But and those are the kind of topics which are now quote unquote underrated. So people generally tend to have focus on mostly the modern day language modeling or generative AI kind of stuffs, right? But these are being developed, taking this classical AI to be the foundations, right? So, though they are a kind of classical in nature, and those topics are quote unquote older topics, but yet they are being used widely to develop this large language model. So, I'll give you some specific examples like search techniques on a very large state space. So, that was a kind of very important problem in the classical AI domain. But that problem is still valid while you are talking about finding an answer from large language model from multiple or numerous answers or billions of answers. So how to do that efficiently? So those kind of techniques are still prevailing, and one should have a very a good focus on this. So this is a very small example, but there are other examples as well.
So Sunil is asking a very interesting question, sir. I am a non-tech management student, but have knowledge of IT, coding, AI, and have also developed some projects. So how I can get entry-level job in tech field is I required to complete any technical course? I think it will answer all the non-IT people questions as well. Over to you, sir.
Sure. I think absolutely. So non-IT. So what is AI is doing is AI is also acting as a great leveler. So what we are seeing that AI is, so people who know how to code versus people who do not know how to code, that gap is shrinking fast. And people who do not know how to code at a maybe an experienced developer level can actually have a code assistant like a Claude code assistant or a Codex like an OpenAI code assistant, and using that can actually develop really high level sophisticated coding applications. And even if you are a non-IT, the learning curve is been it's not as steep as it used to be, and especially using the courses like ours, the certification courses like HAAI++, this can actually help you to bridge that gap even faster. So even if you are non-IT person, this is, I think, is the moment to grab, where you can actually, using this course, you can learn how to co-create with the help of a coding assistant. And you probably will not need to learn, as Sabyasachi was saying, no need to learn all the syntaxes anymore. You do not need to learn where to put a semicolon and where to put a dash, right? So what you need to basically understand that if you can do the problem framing, if you are creative by nature, if you can think of a problem, if you can think of something to build, you have help. You have this different AI coding assistant to help, but you need to know how to use them effectively. And that is what this course particularly teaches you. So that how to help them effectively, how to affect them judiciously, how to create guardrails around them so that it actually does what you want it to do and does not hallucinate. And it also helps you to understand that how you can orchestrate these different AI tools to sort of reach to your goal. So this is what you get to learn from this course. And that's what we are talking about. That gives you the edge. And that gives you the edge in this competitive world, even if you are a non-IT person, to become best in your field. right? And also, even if you want to go for entry level technical roles, this particular course will give you that necessary background to actually learn and get to those courses. Another very important point I just want to mention, that if you enroll for this course, you automatically get the free lectures, free video lectures of our HAAI course, which is the core AI course, which and on upon which this HAAI plus plus core builds up, right? So you also get the free, completely free, all the course lectures of our HAAI program. So that will also help you to sort of get an understanding of how the AI field is evolving and sharpen your skills.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for clarifying. Specifically for non-IT students, in case if they want to opt for this course, they will get recordings of the high program as well. Thanks a lot for that, sir. Shanu is asking, with the rise of generative AI, how do you see the balance between traditional machine learning models and Gen AI models evolving in real world systems?
And like I told in earlier case also, that basics are always important, but you have to be smart enough to understand the present scenarios, so that through your earned knowledge and by the acquired knowledge, how to deploy those skills for the real world problem solving purpose, that is very much important. Okay, so from your previous knowledge you can validate that whether you are getting the desired output or not. Okay, that is the first thing. And second one is that the smarter you will become by learning these advanced tools, it will be better for you for sustaining in the competitive job market. Because nowadays you see this type of the task will be implemented in the exponentially faster speed. Okay, so if you proceed with this traditional way, you will not be able to cope up with this fast pacing world. Okay, so because of that reason, you need to understand all those advanced tools, but make sure that whether that particular tools are giving you the desired results or not, that's for that particular reason. In your background, you should have certain ideas. Okay, so that's why in our high plus plus courses, apart from the hands-on, extensive hands-on part on the generative AI and all those things, we are giving some background theoretical knowledge into it, so that you can always validate your application part with those background theoretical knowledge, that whether you are getting the desired results or not. That is the important thing. It's not only about applying them, learning those tools and applying them, but to verify whether you are getting the appropriate results or not. So I am repeating this part multiple times, because you need to understand. Then only you can balance both the part. Okay. I hope it answers your question.
Definitely, sir, definitely. I have a couple of questions from the audience. Two or three people are asking that we have attended cohort 2, cohort 4. So will this high plus will be beneficial for them? Would you like to highlight on these points, sir?
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is you are perfectly placed for this HAAI plus plus, because HAAI plus plus builds on what you have learned in HAAI, and for you it will be a very seamless transition. And especially you will be able, what you have learned in HAAI, like concepts like deep learning, concepts like transformers, you will see that the more advanced concepts using those building blocks. So it would obviously, so I think this would be a perfect, you are in perfectly positioned to take the HAAI plus plus, as you have already completed the HAAI program. So they actually feed into each other, and that's why we are giving, as I said, the free lectures of HAAI also with HAAI plus plus.
Thank you for that. Ambika is asking, I am learning web development. How can this course can benefit me as a web developer? We have already been talking about this, but sir, in case if you want to add few points and add.
Sure, sure. So not only web development, I think there was some question on UI also development. So especially, I mean, as you see with this current coding assistant, so you would be able to co-create, as I said, you would be able to co-create with AI and can develop webs much faster than you are doing today. And for example, you will be able to create multiple versions which you of your web using tools like agentic AI and code assistant. And you will be amazed to see that how, with your knowledge of web development, when you couple that with the power of AI, how fast and how good your output becomes, and how quickly you can actually develop different websites with ease, right? So this is perfect. And also same goes for UI as well. So previously, for example, a product manager would create a mock-up of an UI if they want to show it to a client. But right now, a product manager can, with the help of a course like this, would be able to build an UI, a workable UI, in minutes, in matter of minutes, and should be able to show that to a client. It may not be a full-fledged version, but it will be a working version, which is far, far more attractive or more impactful compared to a mock-up UI, right? So that is the power that you will have. So the roles, you will see that there will be overlapping of roles. You are also already seeing that enterprises are asking from AI product managers. So they are asking for product managers who know AI, right? So these roles are evolving. So you will probably see, and similarly, you will see going forward AI web developer or AI UI expert. So this you will see these roles are immediately going to get evolved as we move on, and this evolution is going fast, is happening very, very fast. So it is high time that we all get to learn these skills and start applying them.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. So we will take a last couple of questions. Tom is asking, is AI affect the OIC developer role as well? Any impact on that?
Definitely, definitely. It's not only about the OIC, all the job sectors role will be affected. Definitely. But like the Dipyaman sir has told and mentioned, and I also have mentioned, that you need to understand how smartly we can deploy AI there. Okay, definitely for that particular job role, you should have some background knowledge to understand what are the expected outcomes so that you can validate. Okay, whenever you are applying in a smartest way, I told that the productions are rate is nowadays exponentially growing. Okay, so for that particular purpose, AI can do certain tasks within a few minutes. Okay, which human can take 24 hours to develop that. For example, I am saying, and even more. So you need to understand that what are your expected outcomes and how smartly you are using AI to get that expected outcomes. Okay, that's it.
Thanks a lot, sir, for explaining widely. Okay, I think we are running short of time, and before winding up, just want to say that I would like to give you an invitation to learn from IIT Kharagpur directly to build AI hands-on skills and to prepare yourself for the next wave of intelligent systems. And if you want to move beyond buzzwords and truly become an advanced AI practitioner, the High Plus certificate course is your next step forward. So we look forward to welcoming you into this exciting learning journey. And I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed speakers from IIT Kharagpur for taking out time for their busy schedules to be with us today. And a heartfelt thank you to all the participants for joining this webinar and giving valuable responses. With that, we come to the end of today's session. Lastly, don't miss this opportunity to begin your advanced AI learning journey. Best wishes to all of you for your future, and thank you for joining us. I, Rahul Soni, signing off today.